11 major organ systems that run our body, out of which today I will be talking about the respiratory system. The whole understanding process may be a bit complicated at the first attempt, but after watching this video, we hope that you understand the process. So without further ado, let's get started. The respiratory system mainly deals with your breathing. It is the breathing system of your body. In the process, there are many organs that participate. Now, if I dictate all of them, you'll probably get bored watching. So let's go through each of them one by one. First up is the mouth and nose, which actually pulls the air outside into your body. Next up is the pharynx. This is the scientific word for throat. Now, who knew throats were to be called scientifically as well? Anyways, this is a tube that transports the air from your mouth and nose to the trachea, which again is the biological word for windpipe. Now comes the trachea, which is the passage connecting the throat and lungs. Fifth up is the bronchi. Bronchi is also another of the scientific terms that would be better for you to remember. This is at the bottom of your windpipe, #trachea, and connects into each of the lungs. Sixth are the lungs, which is very important in ensuring the entry of oxygen in the body and removal of carbon dioxide. And last but not the least, the diaphragm. A dome-shaped muscle at the base of the lungs plays an important role in breathing. Though you may not be aware of it, when you inhale, your diaphragm contracts and moves downward. This creates more space in your chest cavity, allowing the lungs to expand. Now, let's move on to the organs which connect to each other to form the respiratory system. The understanding of this can enable you a better understanding of the process. It all starts with the nose and mouth, which pulls in the air. Then the air travels through the concha, which kind of filters the air and warms it up a bit. It then goes down through the pharynx, which is the throat, and enters the trachea, which is the windpipe. It continues down the trachea and enters the bronchi, which I don't know why, but sounds a bit like broccoli. The bronchi then merges into smaller tubes called bronchioles, which connects to the alveoli. And underneath the lungs comes the diaphragm. The alveoli is surrounded by a network of capillaries, and this is where Harry Potter finds out that he's a wizard. Just kidding. This is where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. The oxygen inhaled enters the alveolar sac and the exchange of gases occur. The capillaries give out their carbon dioxide and it is exhaled through the same passage as the oxygen was inhaled. Now, what happens to the oxygen is that it enters the blood cells, the RBCs, which turns it red, and the pigment that turns it red is called the hemoglobin. This was basically the respiratory system, but the thing is that the whole connection of the bronchi to the bronchioles and the alveoli is a bit complex and confusing, but I have a solution for that. The way I remember this is by a tree. Yes, a simple, straightforward tree. Just think of it as the bronchi being the tree trunk, the bronchioles being the branches, and the alveoli being the leaves or little bushes at the end. Well, I hope you understood the process and enjoyed the video. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell for further updates. You can also let us know what you want to learn next in the comments down below.